Welcome to June. Our sisFitLifeClub June challenge is all focused on yoga, and I thought that I would run through each week the poses so that you can see them and then you can do them. And then the flow for this month is going to be all of them put together into one flow, so look forward to that later this month. But this week we're going to start with week 1, and it is mostly on posture, and the 5 poses we have are cat-cow, reverse prayer, camel, reverse cow face grip, and bird dog. So those 5 poses we're going to do this week. Pick a goal. Do it once this week, every day this week, 3 times this week, whatever feels right for you. Pick a goal and see if you can make it. It's not going to take very long. Maybe, you can hold the poses for as long as you want. 1 breath, 10 breaths, whatever feels right. So we're going to go ahead and get into the first pose, which is cat-cow. And I'm going to take my glasses off so they don't fall off my face, but I might have to put them back on because I really can't see very far without them. Okay, so the first one is we're going to get into cat-cow, and we're going to have our wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and we're going to first come into cat. So we're going to round our spine like a kitty cat, like we're Joey or Chandler, bringing the crown of our head towards our mat, really rounding the spine. Belly pulled in towards that spine. Ooh, should feel really nice on those shoulders. And then from here, we're going to move into cow. So we're going to let that belly drop, and we're going to tilt our hips like a bowl of cereal as we look up at our third eye, or you can just look up at the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. You just have an opposite arch in your spine. And we're going to do that a couple more times. We're going to come back into cat. And on your next breath, come into cow. And there you have it. You can do that as many times as you want. You're going to make this week your own practice. Our next pose is, I can't see, it is reverse prayer. So you just come on your knees, and you're going to bring your hands behind your back into reverse prayer. So you're going to, ultimately, you want to have your hands all the way up your back, close to your ribs. And if you can't reach, you can always grab a towel or a rope or whatever you have, a tie, anything you have that will create this distance, and you can just hold both ends there. The point is just to open up your shoulders. So we're just going to bring our hands behind our backs. You can stay, comfortably on your knees, and just breathe. Ooh, I can't get my hand back there because of this pack. Okay, so just take some deep breaths. And when you're ready to come out of that, go ahead and just roll your wrists gently to kind of release the wrist pressure. After this, we're going to come into camel. So you're going to come up on your knees. And there's a couple variations you can do this. You can have some blocks by you. You can come up on your toes, which is what I'm going to do. Or you can keep your feet flat. And you're going to bring your arms up, the big inhale. And then your exhale, you're going to bring your arms behind you, reaching for those ankles if you can. And then you're going to press your hips forward, your heart open. And if it's not too much, you're going to tip your head back and open up your throat. So you're really pushing your hips here, keeping space between your knees. It's a chest, heart, throat opener. And if it's too much to be like this, you can go ahead and just do one side at a time. So you can just reach back with one arm. And then when you're ready, you can switch with the other arm. And then work your way to bringing both arms behind you. Then from here, I'm going to come out of that. Gently bring your hands to your hips and sit back down. And then we have one of my favorites, cow face pose for behind your back. There's a variation that we're going to do of just our legs later in the month. Right now we're just going to do our arms. So you're going to take one arm, I don't care if you start with your right or your left. So you're going to bring one up above your head and one below. You're reaching up the middle of your back, and we've done this pose before. The goal here is to have your hands touch, and you can either work on inching your fingers towards each other that way, or you can use a towel here as well, a towel or a yoga strap or a tie or whatever you have that you can have some strength, some length to reach both hands together. Once again, we're just opening up at the chest, opening up the shoulders. Should feel really nice. Take a big inhale and exhale. I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. So you're going to bring your opposite arm on top and then the other arm on the bottom, and you're just going to reach up your back and down your back. Classic yin yang stretching happening here. One side might be tighter than the other. That's okay. We're just going to breathe through it. Find some space. Find some better posture maybe this month. Who knows? Take a big inhale and exhale. And then we'll come out of that. And our last pose for posture is bird dog. So we're going to come back on our hands and knees like we did for cat-cow. And this time we're going to extend our right arm out and our left leg out, keeping our hips square to the mat, and just reach in opposite direction, finding length in the spine. Shoulders drawn out of the ear, reaching the heel towards that back wall and the fingertips towards the wall in front of you. And you breathe, and you can hold this pose for as long as you like. And if this is too challenging, you can just start with your leg up and then work on getting that hand up as well. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So you'll go ahead and bring your right heel back and up, left arm forward and reach. Finding length, pretending like someone is stretching you from wrist to ankle. And then we'll bring ourselves back to all fours and up to seated. And there you go. That's week 1. So let me know in comments how many times this week you're going to do it. All right? Thanks.